Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.
Good afternoon po sa lahat ng ating teacher participants. Ayan, dumarami na po tayo. So far po sa aming record, meron po tayong 78 viewers na po. Ayan, dito po sa aming nakikita sa screen. Ano po? So ngayon po ay magkakaroon tayo ng pagtatapos na programa para sa ating division rollout on learning management system. And of course, hindi po pwede na ang ating closing program ay simple lamang. Ito po ay talagang star-studded. And of course, marami pa rin po tayong mga kaalaman na pwede pa po nating matutunan mula sa ating mga speakers na makakasama din po mamaya, and of course mga impormasyon po patungkol sa kagawaran ng edukasyon. Ano po? So para simulan po ng formal ang ating closing program, magkakaroon po muna tayo ng panalangin at susundan din po yan ng pag-awit natin ng ating nationalistic song. Okay po?
Our loving God, we bring your presence with us. We speak your compassion, your grace, your mercy, and we ask you to share your gift of peace. We acknowledge your power over all that will be spoken, thought, decided, and done throughout the day. Lord, when we are confused, guide us. When we are discouraged and losing hope, energize us. May the work that we do and the way we do it bring faith, joy, and a smile to all that we come in contact with today. Bless our family, our home, our nation. May truly care for the earth and the community of life as we try to promote your dream for justice and liberation. In the name of Jesus, we pray. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
chamba. Coming into Manila with the hitting and jump shot. Shake it up and dance it like no more drama. And check it out, it's Philippines, throw it out that. The world keeps talking, but we ain't walking. We keep on dancing, that's how we rock it. 7,107 islands of beauty, pieces of heaven.
Piliin mo rin ang Pilipinas. 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 Kapulo ang kwintas ng pera. Piliin mo, yakapin mo. Kayamanan niyang ikas. Piliin mo ang Pilipinas. Kapulo ang kwintas ng pera. Piliin mo, yakapin mo. Kayamanan niyang ikas. Piliin mo ang Pilipinas. Piliin mo ang Pilipinas. Piliin mo ang Pilipinas.
Thank you so much sa ating controller, Sir Tyron. Ayan po, muli magandang hapon po sa lahat at isang welcome naman po ulit sa, of course, sa itong panapos natin na programa po ngayong day 3 ng ating Division Roll-Out on Learning Management System. Ano po? So we are waiting just from the participants po na or the speakers or the presenters po na papasok sa ating stream ngayon. At inaantay pa po natin sila. So while waiting for them, of course, in a while po ilalabas namin yung attendance because according to the information coming from our controller ng attendance po, ang in charge ng ating attendance, meron pa pong inaayos kaya hindi pa po namin maibibigay sa inyo ang link. Okay po? So we are waiting for Sir Chris to submit us the link and we can show it on screen. Ano po? Sana po marami kayong natutunan sa 3 araw po ng ating pagsasanay dahil po yung sigurado po ako na yung lahat hindi lamang po sa LMS kundi lahat po ng impormasyon na ibinigay sa atin ng ating mga trainers, ng ating mga resource speakers ay siguradong magagamit po natin sa ating mga pagtuturo, gayon din po sa lahat pa ng aspeto ng ating trabaho bilang mga guro sa ating mga kanya-kanyang paaralan. Ano po? And of course, we are very lucky because for the past 2 days that we had our webinar, naging maayos po ang takbo ng lahat. And of course, naging maayos din po ang pakikinig at panunood ninyo. Meron man kayong kaunting aberya, ganun pa man po ay hindi po nagkaroon tayo ng talagang total blackout o di kaya nitong ating tinatawag na technical glitches na kung saan ay na-address naman po lahat. At sigurado po ako na mas lalong naging mabusisi at mas siguradong maging mas komprehensibo ang inyong pagdidiskusyon sa day 2 po kahapon dahil po ay naka-breakaway sessions nga po tayo sa ating respective grade level and learning area. Ano po? Okay, so I think andito na po ang ating mga magbibigay sa atin ng kanilang bahagi sa hapong ito. Of course, sisimulan po natin yan sa ating magbibigay sa atin ng mga impresyon. Kung ano nga ba yung mga kanilang mga naging masasabi o sa kanilang mga pagninilay-nilay patungkol po sa ating training sa 3 araw na ito. Kasi nga po, kung tutuusin, this is actually for 5 days, but then we were able to make it to 3 days dahil nga po nagkaroon tayo ng 16 na breakaway session. Okay po. So I think our andyan na po, ready na po ang ating mga impressionists. Okay. Now, of course, sisimulan po natin. Actually, sa program po natin, nakaayos po sila from K-Stage 1 up to sa ating mga representative ng ating mga school heads. But then, I think hindi pa po nakapasok ang lahat sa ating backstage. Kaya po, sisimulan po natin yan kung sino po yung available nasa atin. Ano po? Okay? So, relax lang po kayo dyan and manood po tayo, makinig po tayo, and ingat po kayo kung nasaan man po kayo ngayon. Ano po? Okay? So, Sir Tai, uunahin po natin ang magbibigay ng impresyon, ang school head po, representing the elementary level po, school head mula sa elementary, na si Ma'am Maylin Sivare ng San Pedro Elementary School. Okay? Ayan.
My courtesy to our school's division superintendent, Dr. Renante A. Solitario Sesos, ASDS Dr. Rebecca C. Sagot, Chiefs Dr. Eileen B. Añonuevo and Dr. Januario E. Yamota, Public District Supervisors and Education Program Supervisors, fellow administrators from both elementary and secondary, to the technical supports, trainers, and instructional supervisors, to the teachers, my virtual greetings to everyone. Embracing the unexpected change is our struggle nowadays. Yes, we can change the present situation brought by the pandemic, but we are challenged to change ourselves, our mindset, and attitude by means of acceptance and optimism. As what Aristotle said, change in all things is sweet. Certainly, having this online rollout training, which is to provide mechanisms for educators to ensure effective and efficient delivery of learning in response, or shall we say, sweet response to the challenge brought about this sudden change. At this point, allow me to deliver to you the collective impressions from the past months. Our impression on this 3-day virtual training on LMS are: first, informative, because we saw and heard how to conduct the various learning modalities. Second, useful, because we can use the information presented to us as generic remedies to sustain the learning programs of our respective schools. Third, fruitful, because out of these ideas shown to us, we have developed our own way, technique, and strategy to deal with our respective varying learning continuity issues. And lastly, we appreciate the level of creativity, the effort, time, and resources exerted to realize this 3-day rollout training have paid off. To the training management team, you are remarkable. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Maylin Sivare of San Pedro Elementary School, for that very overwhelming and heartfelt impression to our training for this webinar. Okay po? Thank you so much po sa iyo, ma'am. And of course, paalala po sa ating mga participants, kaya pala natagalan ang ating in charge ng controller ng ating attendance dahil po may sorpresa po pala sa link mamaya once na nakapag-attendance po kayo. So bibitinin po muna namin kayo ng kaunti. Ano po, hindi po muna natin ilalabas yung ating attendance link dahil nga po according po sa ating controller, ito po binabasa ko, so pasensya na po kayo kung hindi ako tuluyang nakaharap sa inyo po dahil po binabasa ko ang mga mensahe mula sa ating mga controller, sa ating management team patungkol po sa pagtatala ng ating attendance. So meron pong surprise yan, so mamaya abangan po natin ano po kaya yan. Of course, hindi ko rin alam kasi malalaman ko lang yan kapag nakapagtala din po na ako ng aking attendance. Okay? So I think andyan na rin po ang ating kasunod na magbibigay po sa atin ng impresyon. Of course, let us now welcome on screen to represent the K Stage 2, that is from grade 4 to grade 6. Let us now welcome on screen from Gredo Elementary School, we have Ma'am Genevieve A. Camposo. Ma'am Genevieve, good afternoon. Hello, ma'am. Ayan,
Hello, sir. Good
ma'am.
afternoon.
Good afternoon po, Ma'am Genevieve. Go ahead po.
Okay, my courtesy to our school's division superintendent, Dr. Renante Solitario, SESO 6, to our ASDS Rebecca C. Sagot, SGOD Chief Eileen Biadenuevo, CID Chief Januario Iyamota, all education program supervisors, and public schools district supervisors, different speakers, school heads, and to my fellow teacher participants, good afternoon. It is my pleasure to be the grade 5 teacher participant representative to give the impression of this 3-day division rollout on LMS webinar and be part of this great learning and practicing experience, which gave us so much courage, hope, insights, and learnings to embrace the new normal education. So, in behalf of all grade 5 teachers, I would like to say thank you so much to our beloved division of Panabo City. This is one of the best virtual seminar ever conducted in our division. 2 thumbs up po sa inyong lahat. With its structure and objectives guided us in developing much more our competencies and skills as teachers to suit in today's situation. It is also amazing to say the process itself, where all facilitators and trainers were so enthusiastic and competent in giving the respective topics, which are very helpful to us teachers to be equipped in facilitating different modalities. For our grade 5 trainers, Ma'am Che Gabatilia, Ma'am Jo Pakpakin, and Sir Jezreel Tasik, with the supervision of Ma'am Estrella Maputol, my salute to all of you. Naningkamot jud mi para makahimo sa among output, para makasubmit dayon. Kay kung si Ma'am Maputol pa, no output, no certi. To the training management team and organizers, Sir Neil Diasis and Ma'am Dijuani Aguilar, congratulations and thank you so much for giving us the opportunity to be informed, be updated, be equipped for the good of our learners. I can say that nagkaduol ang opening of classes, nagkahawod ang mga teachers. And with that, we are now confident enough to face the challenge as frontliners in education because we all knew that our department and division are always behind our back. So sa lahat po ng mga teachers, ito lang po ang masasabi ko. Fighting! Kaya natin to. Once again, mahayong hapon sa tanan.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Genevieve. Ayan, iniwan ako agad ni Ma'am Genevieve. Ma'am, andyan ka pa po ba, Ma'am?
Yes,
Huwag ka
sir.
munang mag-off cam, Ma'am.
Yes,
Ayan, gusto pa namin makita ang iyong napakagandang mukha. Thank you so much, Ma'am Genevieve, for that very talagang punong-puno ng mga magagandang pananalita mula po sa inyong grupo sa key stage 2. Tama po ba? Yes. Composed of grades 4 to 6. So once again, thank you so much, Ma'am Genevieve Camposo of Gredo Elementary School. Thank you po. Okay, so ayan, nakadalawa na po tayo na nagbigay sa atin ng impresyon sa hapong ito. Balikan lamang po natin. Of course, kanina nagbigay sa atin si Ma'am Mylene Sivare ng San Pedro Elementary School para po sa representing the school heads of elementary. And pangalawa po ay kakatapos lamang na si Ma'am Genevieve A. Camposo of Gredo Elementary School for grades 4 to 6. And now let us welcome on screen ang para naman sa Key Stage 3 for Junior High School. Let us all welcome from A.O. Florendo National High School. Let us have Ma'am Eileen Mohino. Hi, Ma'am Ai. Good afternoon.
Hello po, sir. Hello po, Sir June.
Yes, naririnig na po
Narinig
namin
po ako,
kayo.
sir.
Yes, ma'am. Loud and
Okay,
clear.
sir.
Go ahead po, ma'am.
Okay. Sisimula na po, sir. Okay, sir. Isang kaaya-ayang hapon po sa ating lahat. Sa pagdalo ko sa 3 araw na webinar seminar sa Division Roll-Out on Learning Management, ay nais kong ipamahagi ang aking impresyon kaugnay sa aking mga natutunan at napagtanto sa gawaing ito. Layunin ng seminar ay mabigyan ng kumpletong kasanayan at kahusayan ang mga guro para sa dekalidad at at karunungan para sa mga guro upang makamit ang mastery of learning competency ng mga mag-aaral. Nais din ng seminar na patatagin ang commitment ng lahat ng guro at pag-iibayuhin ang kahusayan sa pagtuturo upang makatugon sa malaking hamon at pagbabago sa larangan ng edukasyon. Puso kong pinasasalamatan at pagpupugay sa lahat ng mga komite, kupunan na naging parte sa nasabing seminar. Una, sa ating tagapagdaloy ay mahusay kunilang nagampanan na nasa maayos at magandang pagdaloy para sa programa. Para naman sa komite, sa pamamahala ng Executive Management Committee, ay nagbigay po sa atin ng magandang ehemplo sa ating dibisyon at naging inspirasyon po natin sila para sa larangan ng pagtuturo. Sa pamamagitan po sa ginawa nilang inisyatibo para sa seminar na ito, ay talagang malaking tulong po para sa amin ng mga guro. Susunod naman po ay sa mga komite sa pamamahala ng Support Management Committee, na pinamamahalaan ng mga sangay na tagamasid, all education program supervisors, at all public school district supervisors, ay naging abala din po at sumusuporta sa mga kanya-kanya nilang asignatura para magabayan ang mga guro sa dibisyon ng Panabo. At ang huling kupunan ay ang kupunan sa pamamahala ng pagsasanay, Training Management Team, na kung saan nandito po yung tagapagsalita, yung mga trainers natin at mga speaker. Saludo po ako at kami sa pinakita niyong galing, tungkulin at pasyon sa pagbabahagi ng kaalaman at kadalubhasaan upang maihatid sa amin ang buong paksa at kaalamang dapat naming matutunan. Sa buong programa at sa daloy ng programa sa 3 araw ay maayos naman na itawid at mayroon mang kaunting problema, ito po'y nasolusyonan kaagad. Sa mga guro na mga partisipante ay manugod na sumusunod sa mga gawain na may saya, liglig, siksik, puno at umaapaw na makaalaman na nakuha sa nasabing seminar. At higit sa lahat, sa ating puong may kapal, na ibabalik po natin sa Kanya ang papuri at pagpapasalamat na maging tagumpay ang lahat na ninanais. Muli po, magandang hapon at maraming salamat po.
Wow, maraming salamat Ma'am Eileen Muhinog sa iyong makapagbagdamdaming pahayag patungkol sa ating training na ito. Salamat po, naging matatas ang inyong matatas po kayo sa pananagalog. Ano po, maraming salamat. Ayan, meron na naman tayong bagong na-discover. Ayan po. So samahan niyo po ako siguro Ma'am Eileen sa mga susunod nating mga webinars. Ano po. Thank you so much once again Ma'am Eileen Muhinog ng A.O. Florendo National High School sa pagbabahagi niya po ng makapagbagdamdaming mga pananalita patungkol po sa impression niya sa ating 3 days webinar on Roll-Out on the Learning Management System. Okay po. So ngayon, naantay na lamang po natin, nakapasok na po ba? Eto na. Of course, let us all welcome now on screen para naman po to represent the Key Stage 4. Let us all welcome Ma'am Mildred Villapuerte Ulan from Panabo City Senior High School para po sa kanyang impresyon. Ma'am Mildred, good afternoon.
Hi sir, good afternoon po.
Yes, Ma'am Mildred. Ayan, ito talaga ang original kong partner. Yes.
Okay.
So, Ma'am Mildred, ayan.
Yes po, sir.
Go
Opo.
ahead po, Ma'am Mildred.
Okay po. My warmest greetings to our SDS, Dr. Nante A. Solitario, to our ASDS, Dr. Rebecca C. Sagot, to our CID Chief, Januario E. Yamota, and to our SGOD Chief, Dr. Eileen B. Anunuevo, to our education program supervisors, to the school heads, and to my fellow participants. Good afternoon. Words could not fathom how thankful we are to the division for taking initiative to this kind of webinar. We are truly grateful to our division because this webinar is truly of a great help for us teachers during this pandemic. The topics help us to be well equipped to face the new normal. And of course, each speaker is well versed with their topics. So all in all, to sum up everything, our webinar is very informative and essential for us teachers. Thank you so much for this opportunity to be part of this 3-day webinar. Kudos to all the people behind this webinar. Once again, good afternoon.
Wow, thank you so much, Ma'am Mildred. Ayan, napaka-brief and concise. And, ma'am, teka,
Yes, sir.
medyo pasensya na po. Okay, ayan. Hello. Medyo nawawala po kayo sa akin. Okay na po.
Okay, sorry
Once
po.
again,
Medyo
ayan, thank you
mahina
so
po yung net po.
Yes, well, it's fine, Ma'am Mildred. Thank you so much for that very, very brief and concise impression for our training. Thank you so much and God bless
Thank you
you
so
po.
much po, Sir June. Okay po.
Bye-bye po sa iyo.
Thank you po. Bye-bye po.
Okay. And now, of course, meron na tayong inaantay pang isa, pero sana makapasok na po siya. Dahil ang susunod po natin na magbibigay ng impresyon ay sa walay pabor-pabor ha, pero this is my actually teka, ano ba itong ayan. Ito muna. Ito muna. Okay, nakapasok na yata si ma'am. Okay. So, pagpaumanhin po ninyo, ano po, dahil live na po tayo at eto. Okay. Andito na po ang magbibigay ng impresyon para sa Key Stage 1. We have Ma'am Carmelita Ubaldo from Rizal Elementary School. Good afternoon po, Ma'am Carmelita Ubaldo.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir. Good afternoon.
Hi,
Hello, sir.
good afternoon po.
Good afternoon.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, pwede po ba nating i-off muna yung live feed po ninyo? Para sa Key Stage 1, we have Ma'am Carmelita Ubaldo from Rizal Elementary. Ma'am Carmelita, pwede po ba natin i-off?
Good afternoon po, sir.
Ma'am, kindly
Hello,
turn off
sir.
po
Good
yung
afternoon.
live natin. Ma'am Carmelita,
Hello,
paki-off po
sir.
yung
Good
live
afternoon.
natin. Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, paki-off po yung live feed po natin because you are now live sa ating loob ng StreamYard. Kindly turn off po the live feed na nasa inyo po. Ayan. So, ma'am Carmelita, we would like to inform you po, please turn off the live feed po sa inyong cellphone. Paki-turn off po niyan kasi po nag-feedback tayo and of course, hindi po tayo na nagsisynchronize doon sa ating conversation. Please do listen po sa ating StreamYard na lang. Huwag na po kayo doon sa live feed. Ano po? Okay? So once again, Ma'am Carmelita, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, sir.
Ayan.
Turn off.
Okay. Sige po. Go ahead po, Ma'am Carmelita.
Okay. Apo, sir. Sir.
Ma'am, you're on live na po. Paki-turn off po ng live feed po ninyo. Again po, paki-turn off po ng live feed ninyo. Diyan po sa inyong Excel portal sa Facebook or sa ano po, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Narinig niyo ako, sir?
Yes, ma'am. Loud and clear na po.
Narinig niyo ako, sir?
Yes po, ma'am. Loud and clear. You may now start po.
Sir, na-turn off na po lahat.
Yes, ma'am. You may now start na po. Okay, go ahead po, ma'am. Okay, balikan po natin mamaya si Mama Carmelita Ubaldo po kasi po hindi tayo nagkakaunawaan sa ating tawag nito, pakikipagtalakayan po sa kanya dahil po ay delay po yung kanyang live feed kasi po nandoon po siya nakikinig sa atin sa live feed, hindi po sa loob ng StreamYard. Ano po. So please, Ma'am Carmelita, we again po advise po namin sa iyo, please do listen po sa ating or do view the viewing and listening po sa ating StreamYard at hindi po doon sa ating live feed. Okay? So, ayan. Naka-live na po kayo, ma'am. Once you see your face on screen, nasa screen nyo din po yan. Makikita po. You may start talking na po. Okay, Ma'am Carmelita, go ahead po. Ma'am, go ahead po. Listen po sa ating for the viewing and listening po sa ating screen. Okay, talagang may problema po sa ano ni Ma'am, setup ni Ma'am. Magpapatuloy tayo, of course, because our visitors will be coming in any moment. So now, let us welcome on screen, sa walay pabor-pabor, my former principal. Ito po ang aking pangalawang principal sa aking unang school. Of course, the ever loving and caring at the same time. At talagang sabay po, saksi po ako sa kung paano po nakamit ni Ma'am ang kanyang tagumpay bilang aming punong guro. Let us all welcome on screen, Ma'am Caroline N. Robino, Principal 1 ng Kauswagan National High School. Hi po, Ma'am Kai! Hello po, Ma'am Kai. Good afternoon. Ayun, okay. I think nagkaroon din po ng technical problem si Ma'am Kai. Okay, so, well, anyway, I think ready na po si Ma'am Carmelita. I think handa na po siya. So, Ma'am Carmelita, ayun, nawala na naman. Of course. We will just wait for them to come back, of course, para din marinig po natin ang kanilang impresyon patungkol sa training na ito. Okay? So I guess Ma'am Kai is already here. So let us now once again welcome on screen Ma'am Caroline Robino. Hello, Ma'am Kai.
Yes, June, pasensya.
It's okay po. Go ahead, Ma'am Kai.
Okay. So, my utmost respect to our school's division superintendent, Dr. Renante Dario, CESU 6, our assistant schools division superintendent, Dr. Rebecca Sisagot, to our two chiefs, Dr. Aileen B. Anunuevo and Dr. Januario Iyamota, to our education program supervisors and public schools district supervisors, to my fellow school heads of both secondary and elementary schools, and to the teacher participants of this webinar, a pleasant afternoon to everyone. I was tasked to give you the impression of this 3-day webinar on the division rollout on the learning management system. Although it came to me a short notice, but I am very honored and flattered to be given this opportunity. So allow me to start this impression, the quote from Ryan Tracy. He is a motivational writer at the same time a speaker. It says that those people who develop the ability to continuously acquire new and better forms of knowledge that they can apply to their works or to their lives will be the movers and shakers of our society for the indefinite future. Indeed, the things and skills that we have acquired during this 3-day webinar prove that we are thriving sprout as we deepen our roots in this forest of uncertain times. At the onset of this webinar, most of us have a vague understanding on the learning management system. Additionally, we also have an insufficient idea on how the most essential learning competencies of each discipline were arranged and developed. And at the end of these 3-day sessions, we were informed and were provided with training and concepts on the preparations and actions to be undertaken for us to be ready in this upcoming opening of the school year in the new normal. So during the first day of our session, of our webinar,
Our speakers from the regional office made us understand why education must continue despite this pandemic. They also emphasized the role of the learning management system, the delivery of education in this new setting. So the fact that everyone was included and every teacher was given equal opportunity, this avenue to learn, is highly appreciated despite the situation that some of the schools opted for the distance learning modality through modular delivery approach. So for the Sunday, we had a breakaway session, Sir June. Since there was no exclusive and specific group for the school heads, I took it as a chance to go through all the links of all the subject areas in the junior high school and at the same time at the senior high school. And I have noticed the uniformity of the topics discussed. So, namely, walkthrough of MEX for the specific subject area, making lesson exemplars, discussion of the different learning modalities and examples. Then we have the simulation of the learning management system. And also, I guess, the introduction of the parents' e-kit or electronic kit. So I believe that these sessions for specific disciplines for sure have unsurrounded the confusion of our teachers, especially on the MES and those of the LMS. Although it would have been better if our teachers will also give the opportunity for a hands-on activity on LMS. However, I know that the participants, especially our teachers, are thankful for the learning. And so, to the speakers and tutors, the discussions or assignments were on point and well delivered. I know for a fact that this rollout was prepared and organized in not so ample amount of time. And also, I know for a fact that the organizer behind this 3-day webinar are ones who thrive in our division core values of altruism, competence, and excellence. So this evident, especially on how systematic the training flow that we had experienced. So further, I am very much honored to be part of an event that follows our watch advocacy for being on time. So if you would allow me, I would like to commend our technical working groups working in this background for the success of this activity. To our program host, the organizers, the supervisors behind this, actually the training manager, Sir Michael Asi, so also assigned me for this, and our CID chief, Dr. Wario E. Amota. Congratulations for a job well done. Let us continue to be equipped or to equip ourselves with knowledge and skills, not to shape ourselves, but to nurture and mold and mold the true movers and shakers of the society, our young and our learners. So to all of us, teachers and administrators, we can do this together. Sulong Edukalidad. Mabuhay tayong lahat and maraming salamat.
Wow, thank you so much, Ma'am Kai. Salamat po sa napaka-ganda po ninyong impression. And of course, thank you so much in behalf, of course, of the training management team. We are also very grateful po that you were able to be with us in this live podium and share your impression to us, considering that you are very busy as well. But then you were able to um, facilitate all the things that you need to do, and naisingit niyo pa po na mag-live po sa amin ngayon, at maraming salamat po. Yan. Live na live po yan si Ma'am Kai sa Kauswagan National High School, kasi po nakikita ko yung painting. Ayan. Regards sa painting, ma'am. Ay, Ma'am Kai. Thank you so much po. Okay, so Ma'am Kai, wag niyo po muna akong iwan kasi we are waiting for Ma'am Ubaldo, kasi pinifix pa po niya yung ano. So, since you are on screen now, Ma'am Kai, thank you so much for encouraging as well all our teacher participants, being the representative of this in this giving impressions as the representative of the school heads for secondary. And thank you so much na talagang sulong edukalidad tayo, Ma'am Kai. Kahit na po ano ang mangyari, dahil po ito ay ating tungkulin, dapat po natin itong magampanan. Tama po ba, Ma'am Kai?
Tamang-tama, Sir June.
Yes, lumalaban lang ang internet ni Ma'am Jan kasi yung video
Yes,
ano niya,
yes.
pero yung kanyang audio ay naririnig po natin ng malinaw at maayos. So once again, Ma'am Kai, thank you so much po for being with us in this virtual podium, and take care po sa pag-uwi, and God bless po sa inyo dyan, and regards to all Kauswagan National High School teachers na kasama ko po dati. Thank you so much po sa lahat ng aking mga kaguruan dyan, sa ating kaguruan at mga kaibigan din po. Thank you so much po, Ma'am Kai. Good afternoon po sa inyong lahat. Okay, of course. So, ayan. Nakapagbigay na po ang ating apat na or 5. Tama ba ako? Hindi ako nagkakamali. So, titingin po ako sa ano natin. Ayan, sa dashboard. Okay? So, ayun po. Inaantay na lang natin si Ma'am Ubaldo na makapasok. Pero gayon pa man, since we are on live and then your time is very precious to us. And of course, itong ating mga bisita din po, ang ating mga DepEd officials na kasama natin sa hapong ito ay meron din pong mga equally important na mga gagampanan, ay magpapatuloy po tayo sa ating programa. Ano po? Now, nagbigay na po ng impresyon ang lahat ng ating mga representatives from 4 key stages, that is from kinder up to grade 12, and of course, ang ating senior high school group na senior secondary school head po na represented by Ma'am Caroline Rubino, and for the elementary ano naman po school heads represented by Ma'am Mylene Sevare, ay ngayon po pakikinggan naman natin yung mga mensahe ng pagsuporta mula po sa ating mga district presidents, sa ating PESPA president at sa ating PASHA president. Ano po, meron din po silang mensahe na ipapaabot po sa ating lahat at sa buong sangay ng Panabo City. Ano po? So, antabayanan niyo po yan because ang ating controller ay magpe-play na yan. Okay? Thank you so much, Sir Ty. Go ahead po. Okay. So while waiting for Sir Tyron, ano po? So wag po kayong magtaka ha, bakit hindi pa po namin, wag kayong mag-ano sa amin ha, magagalit sa amin dahil hindi pa po namin nilalabas yung ating attendance. Kasi nga po, merong sorpresa po yan na part kung makakapagtala na po kayo ng inyong attendance. Inaayos lamang po yan para mas lalong mapabilis mamaya po ang inyong pagtatala at basta may sorpresa dyan ng mga bahagi niya. And of course, sa lahat po ng ating mga teacher participants na na-consider o nagkamit ng gantimpala bilang mga watch implementer, ano po, yung inyong sertipiko po ay lalagdaan po mismo ng ating butihing Schools Division Superintendent na si Dr. Renante Solitario. And of course, bari-receive nyo po yan. Most probably next week po dahil inaayos din po natin ang pagbibigay ng certificate na yan dahil yan po ay special na certificate at bine-verify pa po namin yung tulad nga po nung napansin po ninyo during the day 1 na merong pangalan lamang po ang nakalagay, so kailangan pa po natin namin i-verify kung ano po doon o saan po doon. Ano? Okay. Ayan, I think nakikita ko na sa backstage natin. Ayan. So, sa lahat po na hindi nakarelate, ano po itong backstage? Bibigyan ko lamang po kayo ng pahapyaw na mabilisan lamang na impormasyon. Itong backstage na tinatawag namin, ito narinig nyo sa amin, ito po ay isang feature ng StreamYard na kung saan, kung ikaw ang controller po, nakikita nyo po kung sino nang pumapasok na handa na pong mag-represent papunta doon sa ating live screen o sa ating live feed. Ano po? So, pwede nyo pong i-try at para masubukan nyo at napakaganda po talaga. Gamit na gamit po si StreamYard, lalong-lalo na if you want to convey information to big crowds in which hindi po natin kailangan ng face-to-face interaction. Ano po? Okay, so I think Ma'am Carmelita is with us now. So once again, let us all welcome Ma'am Carmelita Ubaldo of Rizal Elementary School to give her impression. Hi, Ma'am Car.
Hello, sir. Sorry for the technicality, sir, ha? Mahina lang po ang signal namin dito.
Okay lang po, Ma'am Car. Okay po, go ahead po, Ma'am Carmelita.
Okay. Hello, everyone. A pleasant afternoon to one and all. I am given the task to give impression of the 3D division, rollout, and learning management system. To our school's division superintendent, Sir Renan Tario, EDD, CESO 6, to our assistant schools division superintendent, Rebecca Sisagot, EDD, training director, Sir Michael Diazes, assistant training manager, Ma'am Joanne C. Aguilar, to our dynamic MC, Sir John Aguilon, to the technical support team and group 1, Ma'am Grace M. Balagosa and Ma'am Nancy Sahul, to the speakers and every grade level, to all the EPs, PSDS, school heads, and all to the participants in this 3D webinar. Good afternoon to all. Indeed, it's a very successful webinar since the speakers and facilitators are very expert and give us all the necessary information about their topic. This would help a lot in improving our way of teaching this new normal education. The 3D webinar has brought different teachers to face the challenges in this new normal setting, sharing and learn every way the way they do. The 3D webinars brought different teachers to every dynamic modalities to face winners. The participants showed enthusiasm in learning the different strategies, modalities, and programs to accommodate all learners in this coming opening of classes. Now, the teachers are more equipped in anticipating the needs of students with specific learning modalities. Shared that the webinar was very fulfilling and broadened their minds to learn the different strategies, and they would love it to use in their respective schools. However, regardless of the participants' eagerness to teach the students, there are still constraints. Everyone is prepared to the day that they will be able to use it effectively in the Philippine educational setting. With regards to the trainers and speakers, they are all knowledgeable with their topics. The trainers communicated clearly, explicitly, interestingly, and with concrete examples. Also to the management team, thanks for showing excellent performance. If I were to rate you all with a scale of 1 to 10, 10 is the highest. I would give you the perfect score. So, on behalf of my colleagues or colleagues in the grade 1 level, we hereby extend our sincere gratitude and appreciation to all of you who give us this opportunity to prove us that indeed hard work pays. And also, we would like to state a commitment as follows. We, the public servants, we, the grade 1 teachers, follow enthusiastically and put into practice all the learnings that we have learned with this 3D webinar. Congratulations for the job well done. To God be the glory. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, Ma'am Carmelita. Ayan, panalong-panalo. Yun yung sinasabi natin,
Thank you, sir.
save the best for last. Ayan. Ayun, mukhang may cheer. Parang meron kang ano dyan, ma'am, ha? Parang meron kang cheer group.
Yes, sir. Marami po
naririnig
kami
ko
dito,
yung
sir.
cheer group.
Marami kami.
Yes, naririnig po namin sila at
Thank you,
ikumusta
sir.
nyo naman
Thank
po
you.
kami sa kanila. Maraming salamat, Ma'am Carmelita. Ayan po, ayan, napaka very active na impression po yon. Thank you so much also for giving us that rate of 10. Thank you so much, Ma'am. Ingat po kayo dyan and God bless po. Okay, so now, ayan po. Grabe si Ma'am Carmelita, ano ako doon. Nadala yung aking yung emosyon talagang andyan with all the expression pa ni ma'am, no? Thank you so much, ma'am. Okay, so moving on, of course, now we are going to listen to the messages of support coming from the presidents of our school heads, both in elementary and secondary, and of course, per district po yan. Okay, so pakikinggan po natin ang kanilang mensahe ng pagsuporta po hindi lamang sa 3-day webinar na ito, kundi sa lahat po ng gagampanan at gagawin pa natin sa buong school year or academic year na ito at sa mga susunod pa. Of course, ibibigay po sa atin yan ng ating controller, Sir Ty. Ayan, Sir Tyron. Hello po. Okay. Sir Ty, are we good now? Okay. Actually, naririnig po ako ni Sir Tyron kahit po dito ako sa ano. Ayan. Sir Tyron. Okay. Sige po. Okay, I think nagkakaroon pa rin po nagkaroon na naman po ng another ano po, pero it's okay. Ganun talaga po pag live na live. Okay? So ngayon po, hindi po tayo mawawalan ng mga sorpresa, pero ito po ay hindi na sorpresa, pero ang sasabihin po niya sa atin at ibabahagi niyang mensahe ay hindi lamang po magbibigay sa atin ng sorpresa, kundi inspirasyon, ganun din po ng dedikasyon para magampanan pa po natin ng patuloy ang atin nga pong mga tungkulin bilang mga guro. Let us now welcome our very own, very active, at of course, ang ating pinaka-gwapong SDS. Our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Reynante A. Solitario, SASO 6. Hello, Sir Nante.
Hello,
Good
Jun.
afternoon po.
Good afternoon everyone. All right,
Ayan,
so nakita
Go ahead,
natin
sir.
kanina, no? Hindi talaga maiiwasan yung mga technical problems, lalo na sa pagproblema sa internet at sa signal talaga. All right,
Yes
Jun.
po.
So,
Sige po.
unang-una, nais kong magpasalamat sa lahat. Of course, my respect and courtesy to our ESDS, Rebecca Sagot, ang aking taos-pusong pasasalamat sa ating mahal na Director, RD Evelyn Citalvero, our ERD, Maria Ines Asuncion, the Chief of the CLMD, Dr. Janet Geloso, nakakasama natin mamaya, for the learning management system that has been rolled out to all divisions in Davao region. And of course, to our CID, headed of course by our Chief, Dr. Januario Yamota, from our SGOD, Dr. Eileen Anunevo, all education program supervisors, our public schools district supervisors, all principals, no, mga teachers, and of course to you, June, no, maraming salamat sa iyo for painstakingly and continuously doing this great job in the StreamYard. Now that the learning management system has rolled out and you yourselves experience it, may you grab the opportunity to implement effectively and seamlessly this coming opening of classes. If you remember, during the opening program, I made mention about our different strategies on the different modalities to our regional director, and she was quite impressed, no, of the initiatives of some of the school heads. Actually, all of those great initiatives are really coming from our different schools, our school heads and teachers. I know not all of you can be online teachers. Tandaan natin, no? Hindi lahat tayo na nandito, nanonood, maging online teachers, because we all know that our learners also have chosen other learning modalities like TV and radio, instruction, and also they also choose other modality like modular or distance learning, modular instruction. But however, we can make use of this online mechanism because perhaps you'll be managing modular distance learning. And nonetheless, this can be of great help for you to work out with learners, parents, and other learning facilitators. You have proven this during the conduct of election. No, conduct of enrollment, I mean, enrollment. And in this journey, for sure, um, it would be challenging as you see along the way some bottlenecks. Because even right now, it is still a challenge for us in the top management, the modules that our learners will be using. We have the resources to reproduce them all. But again, we are awaiting for the modules for the reproduction. But nonetheless, our regional director is doing its best, no? Doing her best in order to give us all of those master copies because, as we all know, these are the things that are really needed this coming August 24. And you know what? It's really a quite tough journey. Sabi ko na sa inyo, we are in this together. So that's why we have to really be together in this journey. The hero's journey is much used metaphor in therapy. You know what? The idea is that we should be able to look back on the challenges we've faced in life and see ourselves as the hero rather than the victim of our own story, the victim of this pandemic. Because it's not about we are not or ang dami sa ating mga kaibigan, mga kakilala na nagkasakit sa COVID and we are safe. But again, in this kind of challenge in our education system, we can become victim also because walang nakakamaster nito kung paano natin gagawin. But again, we can become victors out of this challenge. Challenges, you know, are really opportunity to test us and to rise to the next level. To accept the challenge of the unknown in spite of all fears is courage. And the fears are there. But if you go on accepting the challenge again and again, slowly and slowly, those fears disappear. And sometimes, instead of climbing over the barricades, you've got to walk around them. And this is what we call the adjustments. I know the barricades are those things that maybe we are afraid of, especially when we deliver the modules to our learners, when we conduct online. But again, going around them is just like making some adjustments. If this is a problem in online, then you can boost the signal. You can ask support from the school head out of the MOE using the communication expense and other materials needed by you. Rest assured that our city government, headed by our mayor, Joey Lampagos, is doing his best also to give us the necessary things. So that's why we'll be giving all schools modems, internet modems, the prepaid modems, laptops, and also machines for the reproduction of the modules. But you know, it's quite ironic on our part sometimes because we used to the usual way of teaching. And you know, others would call it our comfort zone. You know, comfort zone really is the most beautiful place. However, it's most dangerous also. Why? You can stay in, but it is a place of no growth and no challenges. And we are happy that despite this pandemic, malakas ang pangangatawan natin, thank God. But again, we have to move on and grow with these challenges. People with high self-efficacy see difficult tasks as interesting challenges to be mastered instead of impossible, scary threats, or those other things that can be avoided. There is no person on this planet that has not experienced a few bumps along the way to achieving the high level of success as they desire. All you have to do is just reframe. Challenges are not flashing danger signs, but spectacular opportunities to grow faster and smarter. I challenge you to make your life as a masterpiece. You teachers, our beloved teachers, I challenge you to join the ranks of those people who live what they teach, who walk their talk. Just like Jesus. Jesus Christ didn't waste time worrying. He had plenty to worry about if he chose to. but it wasn't a matter of ignoring his challenges. In fact, Jesus spent a great deal of time of praying these things through with his Father and our Lord. And before I will end, I'll give you this very short story about how are we going to give the best for our learners so that our learners will also grow out of this. We all know that in the first week of our opinion classes can be the conduct of psychosocial uh, trainings to our teachers, to our parents, and to our students. But again, after that, we'll be with them in their lives for this entire school year until April 2021. So this is a good story that I find it in my phone, no, and I'm happy to share this to all of you, dear teachers. The title is Eggs on Bowl. When I was a child, or I was a small child, I was very selfish, always grabbed the best for myself. Slowly, everyone left me, and I had no friends. I didn't think it was my fault, but criticized others. My father gave me three sentences to help me in life. Three sentences. One day, my father cooked two bowls of noodles, put the two bowls on the table. One bowl has one egg on top, and the other bowl does not have any egg on top. He said, my child, you choose. Which bowl do you want? Eggs were hard to come by those days. Mahirap. Lalo na pag may itlog, no? Masarap talaga. Pero mahirap siya kasi mahal din. We only get to eat eggs during festivals or New Year. Of course, I chose the bowl with egg. As we started eating, I was congratulating myself on my wise decision and wallow up the egg. Then to my surprise, as my father ate the noodles, there were two eggs at the bottom of his bowl beneath the noodles. I regretted so much and scolded myself for being too hasty in my decision. My father smiled and said, and he said to me, my child, you must remember that your eyes see may not be able be true, no, may not be true. If you intend on taking advantage of people, you will end up losing. The next day, my father again cooked two bowls of noodles, one bowl with an egg on top and the other bowl with no egg on top. Again, he put the two bowls on the table and said to me, my child, you choose. Which bowl do you want? This time, I am smarter. I chose the bowl without any egg on top. To my surprise, as I separated the noodles on top, there was not even a single egg at the bottom of the bowl. Again, my father smiled and said to me, my child, you must not always rely on experiences because sometimes life can cheat on you and play tricks on you. But you must not be too annoyed or sad. Just treat it as a learning lesson. You cannot learn this from textbooks or from even internet. The third day, my father again cooked two bowls of noodles. Again, one bowl with an egg and the other one, no egg on top. He put the two bowls on the table and again said to me, my child, you choose. Which bowl do you want? This time, I told my father, Dad, you choose first. You are the head of the family and contributed the most to the family. My father did not decline and chose the bowl with one egg on top. As I eat my bowl of noodles, sure in my heart that there is no egg inside the bowl. To my surprise, there were two eggs at the bottom of the bowl. My father smiled with me and saying, my child, you must remember, when you think for the good of others, good things will always naturally happen to you. Ganda, no? Now, what's my personal reflection on this? Truly, our God gives us freedom to choose out of actions. But I hope in deciding, let's choose good things, those that are good for others. Just like Him, He never fails to answer our prayers because God is faithful to His promise. He always allowed us to choose the bowl with two eggs to enjoy our meal and be full. But again, we need to feel also the stomachs and the minds of others, especially our learners. In this coming August 24, that's our first journey with them. We hope that we can also offer to our learners a bowl with two eggs, with of course noodles, for them to savor. That you have also, they have also teachers like you, just like the Father in heaven, giving them encouragement, allowing them to think good for others, because good things will always naturally happen to them. So everyone, have fun and be happy always with your own bowl. Sa inyong lahat, maraming salamat and congratulations for finishing this 3-day learning management rollout training for teachers.
Thank you so much, Sir Nante. Ang ganda po nung na ibahagi niyo po sa aming ano po, naiyak nga po ako actually, to be honest, while listening to you po. So of course, it's always been good to share what we have at the same time.
Yes.
Ano po talaga, sir, if you are doing it for the benefit of all, hindi lang po sa sarili mo, of course, you are happy of doing that. Andyan naman po ang Diyos at of course, gagawin din po niya kung ano yung
Yeah.
marapat.
Kasi John, parang hindi na ito yung, kasi ang dami na nating naranasan na problema sa COVID, no? Mula pa
Yeah.
noong nagsimula, yung iba hindi nakatanggap ng ayuda, hindi nakatanggap ng tulong. Kaya ang daming nagrereklamo, nagko-complain. Pero sa ngayon, parang hindi na tamang, this is not the time for us to complain anymore, but rather, we have to be in this present situation. And then rather, give the best. Kasi alam natin, hindi naman talaga, mahirap naman talaga, no? Pero sa tulong ng mga partners natin, ng ating DepEd, no? Ng ating mahal na pamilyang DepEd, kakayanin natin lahat ito.
Yes, yun nga po sir, bayanihan tayo nito sama-sama sa pagsulong ng edukalidad para sa ating bata, para sa ating bayan. Thank you so much Sir Nan at mamaya po makakasama pa natin si Sir Ray. Thank you po, ingat po kayo Sir Nan. Okay, moving on, of course, we are very lucky to have with us one of the key officials of our regional office. Of course, it will be introduced to us by our education program supervisor in science. We have Madam Hilya Pueblo. Good afternoon, ma'am. Hi, Ma'am
Good afternoon,
Jel. Good
Jude.
afternoon po.
Hello. Okay. My role this
Yes,
afternoon
ma'am.
is to
Loud and clear po. Go ahead po.
the regional office. Okay, may I start? Afternoon greetings to our school's division superintendent, SDS Ray Solitario, our ASDS Rebecca Sagot, our two chiefs, Chief Januario Iamota, Chief Eileen B. Añanuevo, our training management team, the technical support team, all the participants, good afternoon. So our guest speaker had obtained her bachelor's degree of elementary education as cum laude and a leadership awardee at St. Mary's College, Tagum City in 1991. She had earned in the same college the complete academic requirements leading to Master of Arts in Teaching Guidance and Counseling and had pursued said specialization at the Rizal Memorial Colleges in Davao City in 2000 and 2004, respectively. Then she accomplished her graduate study of Doctor of Education in Educational Management and Planning at the University of Southeastern Philippines in 2010. She started her government service in Tagum City in 1991 as multi-grade teacher at San Agustin Elementary School. Consequently, after a year, she was transferred to Don Ricardo Breeze Central Elementary School and had served in that school for 11 years. She was a master teacher one then when she was assigned a school in charge of her former station at San Agustin Elementary School in 2002. In 2006, she received her full-fledged appointment as school principal, of which she had served as concurrent Division English Coordinator of Tagum City Division up to 2011. After 4 years, she then was transferred to the regional office as Education Program Supervisor in charge of English area and eventually took the post as Chief of the Curriculum and Learning Management Division from 2016 up to the present. In her stint as classroom teacher, She had brought laurels to DepEd Region 11, particularly in the field of journalism from 1996 up to 2011, and was awarded as gold medalist in the DepEd Scholarship Program for ICT in the year 2000. She had served DepEd in various ways as detailed employee at the Professional Regulation Commission (PRC) Regional Office 11 during the height of the conversion of the Certificate of Rating Eligibility issued by the Civil Service Commission (CSC) to professional license for teachers from 2001 to 2002. She used to be a part-time professor at the Graduate School of the University of Mindanao and in the college program of the Liceo de Davao in Tagum City. She has civil service eligibilities as both professional teacher and career service professional in 1991 and 1996, respectively. She also passed the National Qualifying Examination for School Heads in 2005. She was conferred with the Career Executive Service Eligibility (CESE) on October 17, 2019 by the Career Executive Service Board or CESB. She received recognition from the Royal Institute of Educators, Singapore with the title Fellow of Royal Institute of Educators, Singapore during the 13th International Conference and Conferment Ceremony on September 30, 2017 in Subic, Zambales, Philippines. And said conferment is anchored on the successful research study on readiness on K-12, basis for the development of a strategic plan for implementers and other stakeholders in Region 11, focusing on cost of senior high school education in Region 11 in school year 2013-2014. She is happily married to Mr. Eugene Elijah H. Veloso and has a child named Claire News Prince. To everyone, it is an honor in my part to introduce our guest speaker, Dr. Janet G. Veloso, Chief of the Curriculum Management and Learning Division, DepEd Region 11.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. Yes, good afternoon, Panaboans. Good afternoon, Panabo City Division. Ayan. Okay. Thank you very much, Dr. Helia Pueblo, for that very generous introduction. I never thought that I am part of this endeavor as your guest. All I thought is that for me to come in and say hello and of course congratulate everyone for the success of the division training of trainers. For all you know, I'm so delighted knowing when Ma'am Pueblo narrated of the introduction, and I am a bit ashamed that for me it's not really important to really know about the speaker, but more so that you are the most important today as the one who went through the training from day one up to today. Now, first and foremost, I'd like to congratulate the top management of Panabo City Division, particularly our schools division superintendent, SDS Renante A. Solitario, and our assistant schools division superintendent, Rebecca C. Sagot. And of course, the two chiefs of the functional divisions, such as the Curriculum Implementation Division with Dr. Januario Yamota, and for the SGOD, Dr. Eileen C. Anuevo. And of course, the different education program supervisors that who really paved the way of making it sure that the training will reach to a success like this. And of course, to the technical working group who also joined with the education program supervisors and the rest of the teams assigned for the different tasks from day one up to today. And the most important, our teachers, our public schools, district supervisors, and school heads present from for this training. I am truly aware that you had your training uh, from uh, from your day one, that you have your orientation and probably the familiarization of the learning management system. For all you know, the region, I'd like to share this to everyone that the conceptualization of the learning management system was was not just an overnight, shall we say, planning or um, shall we say, identification of something that will move or that will help the entire region on its learning continuity plan. Actually, when we experienced the lockdown, there were series of meetings that the top management had done. So um, the learning management system was really out of the, shall we say, the blueprint, but it's really God's plan for all of us. Why? Because the learning management system that the region had provided, or that will be providing you, it is a kind of hybrid, free, and something that is mutated from one that is ideal to the most ideal. Why we are saying that? Because the learning management system that we will devote to the different schools in the entire region will be the learning management system that will not only serve as repository of our materials, but also it is something that you can use. And if the DepEd LMS will be uh, fully on the rollout or fully be implemented, then it's not difficult for all of you to migrate from what you have experienced today in your training. And that this is really making Davao region ready wherever and whatever the situation, and um, whatever is the circumstances. So, ibig sabihin, kayo po yun ay nasa tamang sitwasyon na. Okay. And then another is that I'd like to share a very good point that we received from the viewer last RTOT. During the RTOT that happened on July 6 to 10, we were surprised that in the Facebook page of the region, there was a parent who commented. We did not expect that one, that a parent will comment. Now, the comment of the parent, and I'd like to underscore my message on that, is that the parent was assuming as a teacher. So she is a mother. She also joined the pretest and also attend the webinar from day one up to day 5, and then also try to answer our evaluation tool, and also register in the attendance in the morning and in the afternoon. And I was surprised why such parents share that a very peculiar and unique experience is that the intention of the parent is for her to prepare herself for the new normal, because we look at it that our parents in our flagship of the learning continuity plan, that it is integrating technology, the academic community, and that's you teachers, our education leaders, and the household. We have our parents, our yaya, and probably our auntie who are living with us, everybody in the household. And why we are and why I am associating that one, that experience of a parent, that is so unique, and an indication that our preparation of the RTOT has scaled up to the what we call the household component of our learning continuity plan. And so with that experience, just to go on with that story, is that the testimony of the parent is for her to be able to assist her two kids who are in the junior high school and in the senior high school. And with that kind of attitude of a parent, and with that kind of understanding from a parent's view, I'm almost parang it somehow touches my heart so much that I cried for the Lord, that Lord, thank you for sharing to us that kind of RTOT experience, that the parents were able, that it reaches the household. And so on that note, I'd like you to not only congratulate yourself, but also look around your environment, everyone in the school, everyone in your community, that we're not alone in this fight. We are not alone in our battle to really open and make our opening of school year 2021 really brighter and livelier for our learners. So parang natatouch tayo that everybody is looking at us, that they are also helping us out. So with that kind of experience and testimony from a parent, I congratulate you as well, because your accomplishment for this week will pave the way not only for the subsequent training that you will be having, but also for making us closer to what is really the normalcy um, environment that we can provide to our learners. And leading to that, we want the curriculum to be enlivened in every household, that our learners will always be excited of all our kits, our learning modules, and everything that we will be providing. And that I know that Panabo City Division has really a complete package of the learning continuity plan. And we salute to the top management, to SDS Solitario and ESDS Sagot, who are both really on top and excelling in terms of the implementation of the learning continuity plan. And so with the LGU of Panabo City, although parang hindi kami nandun talaga sa field, but during series of Mancom that we have heard from your top management sharing, that Panabo City is really building that synergy, not only your private and government partners, but so doing that all parents, kahit sino dyan, not only your school PTA partners, but also everyone in the community. So with this, we consider all this as blessings from God, because we are blessed so much with people who are hardworking, committed, and dedicated, just so to impart all the learning modalities in 2020, 2021 a success. So our next steps is that for all of you to be able to run your respective classes, be excited with it and learn from it and see how God is going to make everything fine and everything okay. So maybe for now, starting today, if we count, kasi gusto ko talaga malaman nyo every day na may countdown na tayo. So barely today, nasa 32 days na lang tayo or 34 days to before the opening. And probably before the dry run, barely we have 10 or 11 days to go. We want you to really be excited every day because you are already prepared by your school leaders, by your division leaders, and you are already prepared for the new normal. So with that, God bless everyone. And mabuhay ang Panabo City Division. Thank you, June.
Hello. Thank you, Dr. Janet. Yes.
Yes. Thank
Wow,
you.
thank you,
So
Doc
much.
Janet.
Yes.
Yeah. We are so glad that you allowed us to be part, no? And of course to partake the learning management system of the region, and we have already done our rollout training. But then again, your support is always enormous. So maraming salamat PLNBG.
Yes,
I know you
thank you
have
talaga. May salute. At saka congratulations for your promotion in rank. Okay. Yes.
Thank you.
At saka kay
congratulations
Ma'am.
to Doc Janet. Thank you very
Yes.
much. I know you've spent a lot of sleepless and sleepy nights in the preparation of our LMS and doing all the nitty-gritty that we need to iron out so that comes the opening of classes, everything shall be put in place. And our grandest salute for all the efforts, the heart and the mind that you put
Yes.
into it.
I know how
Thank you
how
so
much
much.
you work also, no, Dr. Veloso, on your team with the CID, especially in the preparation of our locally developed materials. No,
Yes.
all of us divisions really need those materials for our learners this coming August 24. And I would like to inform you, by the way, Panabo City has prepared already our machines for the mass printing or reproduction of modules. So yun,
Yes.
we get support from our LGU, no, from our city government, and for our teachers, no, at the same time, provision of laptops and modems.
Wow, great. Oh, malaking ano
Yeah.
yan. Updates natin, Sir SPS Solitario. And yung success ng inyong virtual, napakalaki ding impact noon. Na we really salute. And in fact, may testimony daw ang ibang enrollee na kaya nag-enroll sa Panabo dahil naka-reach na kayo ng 103% Panabo City.
Yeah.
Nag-enroll ng Panabo dahil mas bibo sa Panabo. Ayan. Ayan daw ang tingin nila.
Tama.
Yeah.
Tama talaga. Oo.
Actually, we consolidated the milestones. No, we have the first milestones and the second milestones during the enrollment. We did not really expect to have achieved 98% in terms of enrollment for both for public schools. But we are glad that we consistently became number one in the senior high school. Alam naman natin sa senior high school talaga, grabe ang Panabo City, no? Senior high school program,
Yes.
and other schools also offering. We reached 127.26%. Ganon kalaki, no?
Wow, grabe.
Yeah,
Oo.
so thank you so much for your support, Dr. Janet. May we ask only clarifications about the modules coming from central office? May we have updates also?
Okay.
Because
Actually, our modules, yes. Our modules that are ready for printing, we have grade 3 at saka grade 5. And then those that are yet in the pipeline for conformance, we were apprised already by the central office that they will be uploading also those. So marami din tayong makukuha doon na talagang ready to print the materials. So this have passed the conformance in the region and also in the national level. So we are going to prioritize that. And then we will provide that one through the link to the schools division superintendent. And then the LRMS will also have the link for that. And those that we are going to, yes, those that we are going to pre-select, because we are going to shortlist from the materials that are uploaded now by the LRMS. We are going to make sure that next week we will be providing those para makapag-procure at makapag-print na rin ang mga division offices.
Yeah, because we are waiting for that, no? Because we have also some schools in Panabo City tied up already with the local government and other partners. So, kasi may, for example, in Panabo National High School, they have already 2 machines for reproduction. And Panabo City Senior High School, meron silang tie-up with the Office of Congressman, no? So, we are just waiting for the senior high school also, Dr. Janet, no? So, alam ko naman na we have also developed locally developed materials, I mean, and that are being prepared right now because you will have it, you will be giving all of those copies next week. Tama pa po?
Yes. Ang atin kasi ngayon, SDS, Ray, at saka Ma'am ESDS, Rebecca, ang ating ADM modules na talagang ginawa ng other regions na hindi pa po nasa pipeline sa central office, parang nasa conformance pa siya. Inihanda din natin kasi whatever happens, pwede natin siyang i-prioritize. So kasama na doon ang senior high school. Ang may bottleneck talaga tayo sa senior high school kasi ang atin pong mga materials nito ay meron pa siyang mga issues pertaining to milk. But what we did is for our specializations, like for the STEM, to look into it para mabigyan na natin ng yung mga gaps natin, malagyan na natin, at saka pag makarating ito sa level ng division, hindi po siya mahirapan dahil nakakalendar po siya at coded. Meaning, pagdating na sa division level, isa po ang ating titingnan na file. Meron na po siya from grade 1, all level, all learning area. Meron po siya from grade 2, all learning area. So, hindi po siya magkawatak-watak. Isang file lang po siya. So, yun po ang target namin.
That would also link our plan because we do it because we have 5 different meron tayo ESDS, no? Meron kaming 6 na printing stations hub.
Okay.
So we will divide it by grade level.
By grade level.
Ay, oo. Yes.
So thank you so much, Dr. Pilosa, for that, no? So ESDS, meron ka pang ano?
Yeah, I know with this, if there is one thing that we also pray about, sana hindi tayo mag-run short sa mga paper, no? Especially the paper that we'll be using for printing. And hopefully too, the division, all the divisions in the region shall also be coming up with a scheme as to how we go about with sharing resources, especially for the materials that will be used by our learners, more specifically during the first quarter. And as for now, we are starting with the procurement process, specifically on the paper that we will be procuring to be used for printing of our learning modules that can be available for printing. So we're crossing our fingers that as we go through this journey, everything shall just be fine. And if there are glitches, we still can have this solved by the help of each of the divisions in the region and with your guidance also to us.
Yes.
Yes. So thank you very much, Dr. Janet Biloso.
Yes. Okay, thank you very much.
Maraming
Good luck
salamat.
talaga sa Panabo.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay po.
Thumbs up.
Yes po, maraming salamat po Dr. Janet Giveloso, ang ating CLMD Chief po ng DepEd Regional Office 11, and of course sa atin pong DepEd officials ng ating division, Dr. Renante Solitario and Dr. Rebecca C. Sago. Thank you so much po sa inyo mga ma'ams and sir. Okay po, so magpapatuloy po tayo ngayon sa ating ginagawang closing program. Of course, pakikinggan naman natin ngayon ang mga messages of support. Ayan po, hindi lamang po ang ating mga key officials, of course, sa top management po natin ang nagbibigay po sa atin ng suporta. Ano po, dahil po nga mula sa ating top management, itong ating mga school heads ay sila din po yung tinatawag nating wings po ng ating top management na kung saan nagpapatakbo po ng pag-implement ng lahat po ng programs, projects, and activities po ng Department of Education. And of course, to represent all districts, at the same time our secondary, let us now hear the messages of support coming from the presidents of each district and for the secondary as well. Okay po, go ahead, Sir Tai.
To my fellow school administrators of Panabo South District 1 and to all teachers of the Division of Panabo City, good morning. It is indeed a great challenge for all of us to make the doors of learning open for our children amidst the harm that the COVID-19 pandemic can bring in our lives. As what our old yet feisty Deputy Secretary Chief reiterated that learning must continue. So we must do as we are in the same boat. Must find ways with our captain. Time is so valuable. It must not be wasted. That even great traits must not stop us from educating your children wherever they are. This great endeavor can give us doubt about our safety. Yet, there are innovative ways to deliver education without letting our teachers and learners go and meet in the same place. This can be done through many ways or modalities like online, modular, blended, and other like non-contact ways of educating. If it will be implemented well, it can have the same outcomes in the old normal of campus education. And for this reason, I want you to fully support the effort of the government through our agency, the Department of Education, on its learning management system, the LMS. It has almost all the essentials to enable interaction between learners and other learners and teachers. Learners and content using online or offline platforms, and to use appropriate technologies so that with your cooperation and dedication, no learners would be left behind. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, I would say, go DepEd, solong edukalidad, ipadayon, walay sirado. Mabuhay tayong lahat. God bless us all.
My courtesy to our Regional Director, Madam Evelyn R. Fitalvero, CISO 4, our SDS, Ray Solitario, CISO 6, and to our ASDS, Ma'am Kay Sagot as well. I am glad to be part of this webinar. From day one to this moment, we have been taught and equipped with different approaches, knowledge, and skills that we need to embrace in the new normal. This course has been developed to fulfill our educational needs and provide our children with quality education in the midst of this pandemic. On behalf of Panabo South District 2 administrators and teachers, we strongly support the success of the implementation of this webinar and the department's endeavor that education must continue whatever the changes and even dangers we confront now and in the future. Thank you and God bless us all.
Hello Sir Jun, magandang hapon po sa ating top management. Simula kay Sir SDS Renante Solitario, Ma'am ESDS Rebecca Sagot, Dr. Januario ng CID at Dr. Eileen ng SGOD. Sa lahat ng mga supervisor, mga guro, mga panauhin at sa lahat ng mga bumubuo at naging kabahagi ng programang ito. And of course, sa mga kapwa ko punong guro, magandang hapon po muli sa inyong lahat. Ako, 10 ng aking mga kasamahan sa hilagang bahagi ng sangay ng Panabo City ng Kagawaran ng Edukasyon ay taus-pusong nagpapasalamat sa mga bumubuo at mga naging kabahagi ng webinar na ito. Ito'y magsisilbing napakalaking tulong sa ating mga guro upang mas lalong maging handa sa darating na Paskuhan. Tulad ng sinabi ng ating mahal na kalihim, Ma'am Liling Briones, education must continue, may this be on peace or on war. We will never stop educating and molding our future leaders. Our clientele is school children. Tatapwat dumating ang pandemyang ito na hindi natin inaasahan, naway hindi ito maging hadlang sa ating bukal na hangarin ang subuin ang kamangmangan. Sama-sama at tulong-tulong po tayong labanan ang pandemyang ito sa pamamagitan ng lubusang paghahanda upang makamtan ang minimiting patuloy na paglilingkod at pagsisilbi sa ating mga kabataan at ng inang bayan. Kudos sa buong team ng Panabo City Division. Iniulit ko, maraming salamat po. Mabuhay po tayong lahat.
My courtesy to our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Nante A. Solitario, CESU 6, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Rebecca C. Tagot, to our CID Chief, Dr. Januario Iamota, to our SGOD Chief, Dr. Eileen B. Añonero, Public Schools District Supervisors, Education Program Supervisors, to the organizers, fellow school heads, fellow teachers, good day. In consideration of the critical objective and mission as clearly presented, which aim for the capacity building of all teachers and school leaders, through this division webinar on learning management system, we, the school heads of Panabo Central District, would like to give our full assurance and readiness to extend our 100% support for all our teachers to become fully sufficient and equipped with the technological advancement in order to deliver the learning competencies in the K-12 basic education curriculum, in spite of the challenges and threats of the COVID-19. Towards this sublime goal that is being initiated by the national leadership of the Department of Education through the dedicated and effective implementation by our Region 11 and the Panabo City Division dedicated to all our learners. We, as co-implementers and key players, do hereby dedicate ourselves to this sublime task and hereby commit ourselves to do our utmost best in order to help our teachers and all parents towards the ease of access to these LMS. There will be challenges and difficulties of which we are certain, but with enduring support, perseverance, hard work, and with the help of our Almighty, we shall succeed.
Amit Kalantri said, people who live up to their words shouldn't make blind promises. Good afternoon to each and everyone. Division Memo number 0287, dated July 21, 2020, legalizes the division rollout on learning management system training, whose main objective is to facilitate teachers and school heads in the delivery of distance learning modalities. The online training aims to give teachers a complete understanding of the MELCs to fit the new normal teaching learning environment. Primarily, the purpose of learning management system is to enhance the learning process. For and in behalf of the members of the PESPA Panabo City chapter, we are extending our heartfelt thanks to the Schools Division Office Management, headed by our Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Renante Solitario, for this very noble step of helping all of us in the field to attain the goal of delivering the goods and services to our clientele. As instructional leaders, we, the PESPANs of Panabo City Chapter, pledge our support to the full implementation of the learning management system spearheaded by the Schools Division Office of Panabo City. Thank you very much. God bless and more power.
Good afternoon, everyone. To our Schools Division Superintendent, Renante Solitario, CISO 6, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Rebecca Sagot, CC, CID Chief, Good afternoon, everyone. To our Schools Division Superintendent, Renante Solitario, CISO 6, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent,
I think the presentation, there is some problem with the presentation, of course. Okay, we will just wait for Sir Tyron to get back on that presentation from our PASHA President. Okay, so ngayon po ay unti-untiin po namin ibigay sa inyo ang ating mga links. Ano po, of course, sisimulan po natin yan ngayon sa inyong post-test. Ano po, you may now take your post-test para po mamaya ay hindi na po kayo malito kung saan po ang inyong papasok ang mga links. Dahil po, muli, ay ihuhuli po namin ang pagbibigay ng attendance link dahil nga po, mayroon po yung automatic na sorpresa. Ayan. So, please do screenshots po sa inyong post-test. And, of course, maitala po ang inyong mga scores. Ano po? Okay, please do watch that. Yan.
to our Schools Division Superintendent, Renante Solitario, CISO 6, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Rebecca Sagot, CC, CID Chief, Januario Yamuta, Student Chief, Island Adenimo, Education Program Supervisors of Panabo City Division, and PSDSS, the training facilitators. Again, my congratulations to all SDS Renante Solitario for heading this training, the division rollout learning management system through the initiative of CID Chief Januario Yamuta to prepare our teachers to deliver quality education during this pandemic situation for the school year 2020-2021. And in behalf of Panabo Secondary School heads and principals, the Pasya family wholeheartedly support this program. Good afternoon. Thank you, and mabuhay tayong lahat.
Thank you so much po sa ating mga school heads ng different districts. Of course, maraming salamat to Sir Rivamonte Sir Rivamonte, Sir Ramos, Sir Ogie, Ma'am Patriarca, Sir Swelto, and of course, Sir Esperanza po sa inyong messages of support sa programs, activities, at saka projects ng ating Department of Education sa ating rehiyon, and of course, para po dito sa new normal natin na delivery ng ating education. And thank you so much for assuring that your support is 100% po para sa ating mga kaguruan at lahat po ng mga school heads na nasa Panabo ay of course sa inyong pamumuno po ay magbibigay din po ng 101% po na suportahan ng ating mga guro para maipagpatuloy nga po natin ang pagbibigay ng dekalidad at may quality na edukasyon para po sa ating mga mag-aaral, lalong-lalo na po sa ating sangay. Ano po? Okay, so ulitin ko lamang po, ipalalabas sa inyo ang ating post-test na link. Yan po. Please do not forget to take because it is also part of your participation. At the same time, our basis in giving you the certificate of attendance for this 3-day webinar. Okay po? So wag po ninyong kalimutang mag-post test. Ano po? Okay, picturean nyo na po dahil mamaya ay magsasara na rin po yan pagkatapos ng buong maghapong sesyon natin sa araw na ito. Okay po? So paalala, today is July 24, 2020 at this is our last day of this division rollout on learning management system. Ayan po. So narinig na po natin ang lahat ng mga mula sa top management natin, mula sa ating mga school heads, ang kanilang mensahe ng pagsuporta, ang lahat po ng mga dapat na gawin at dapat gampanan ng top management ng ating DepEd key officials ay naibahagi na po nila para po sa ating lahat. Ngayon po sa puntong ito, as our way of responding to the call of our top management, to the call of DepEd to continue learning beyond boundaries, to continue our sulong edukalidad beyond this pandemic, we are now welcoming on screen our 3 individuals who will represent the field of the level in elementary, junior high school, and senior high school for their pledge of commitment. Let us welcome for elementary, we have Ma'am Yosel Meda Lufranco of Panabo Central Elementary School, SPED Center. For junior high, we have Sir Ken Harvey Famor ng Kauswaga National High School. And for the senior high school, we have Ma'am Janet M. Garcia to represent the senior high school. Ayan. Okay, may naririnig pa akong pwede po ba nating hinaan kung sino po yung nagsasalita dyan sa ating kapaligiran dahil nag-feedback po sa ating live. Ayan, dinig na dinig po yon. I think kay Ma'am, ano po yon? Dyan po yata kay Ma'am Lufranco. Ma'am, please do advise po yung ating mga kasamahan dyan para hindi po tayo nag-feedback. Ano po? Okay. So, ayun. Okay, ready na po ang ating tatlong mag-pledge of commitment. Go ahead.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me. Pledge of commitment. We, the participants of the Division Rollout on Learning Management System, representing the 4 key stages, K-3, grades 4 to 6, junior high school and senior high school of the Schools Division of Panabo City, do hereby pledge to commit ourselves with utmost sincerity to the direction of the division as articulated in the Learning Continuity Plan and under the framework of Sulong Edukalidad.
We also commit to practice the knowledge we have gained from the training in utilizing the learning management system as a learning platform. To know and learn more about the most essential learning competencies or the MELCs, relevant teaching strategies and pedagogies in the delivery of the curriculum in the new normal, and the wellness and psychosocial activities that will make every key player in our respective schools resilient and responsive.
Moreover, we will strive to continuously improve ourselves and realize a defensive vision of producing Filipinos who will contribute meaningfully to building the nation, its mission to provide quality education for all, and most of all, to embody the core values of makajos, makatao, makakalikasan, at makabansa. So help us God.
Thank you so much, teachers, for that pledge of commitment. And of course, sana po lahat ng ating makaguruan ay kahit na po hindi namin kayo nakikita, ay naisa puso po ninyo ang ginawang panunumpa na pinangungunahan po ng inyong representative mula sa elementary. We have Ma'am Yusel Meda Lufranco para po sa junior high school. We have Sir Ken Harvey Famor. At para naman po sa senior high school, we have Ma'am Janet Garcia. Ayan, so hihingan po natin sila mga siguro mga iilang kataga lamang or mensahe para po bilang mga kaguruan. Ano na yung personal po ninyong commitment sa ating edukasyon sa new normal na ito. Let's start with Ma'am Yusel. Go ahead po.
Okay, good afternoon po, sir. Para sa personal ko pong opinion o personal kong pananaw sa 3-day webinar na ito, of course, lubos akong nagpapasalamat dahil napakarami kong natutunan sa new normal na paraan ng pagtuturo sa ngayong school year. So, sa mga natutunan ko sa 3-day webinar na ito, I'm sure na marami pa akong dapat i-explore, lalong-lalo na ang paggamit ng mga LMS at paggamit ng bagong teknolohiya para magiging magaling na teacher sa pagde-deliver ng aking mga lessons sa aking mga estudyante po.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Yusel. Sir Ken?
Okay, so as we all know, learning is a parang lifelong process, di ba? So, with or without the pandemic, we as the educators, teachers, we always strive, di ba, to make ourselves or to improve ourselves. So, I guess what I will do is to strive harder to really improve myself, to be acquainted with the latest technology or educational technologies that I can use in my classroom, and particularly with as well as with the MELCs. I need to really be more acquainted and more knowledgeable about it. I'm so excited for the opening of classes.
Thank you so much, Sir Ken. And of course, Ma'am Janet.
Hi, sir. Hello
Hello
po.
po.
Yes po. We did a lot of tasking, no. I'd like to say thank you po sa aming na principal po, si Ma'am Yerna Purification. All the way po talagang sumusuporta sa amin. And then, my co-teachers po dun sa Panabo City Senior High School, Sir June, alam naman po natin na napaka-energetic po talaga and very responsible po talaga sa lahat ng pagkakataon. So thankful for this one. And regarding naman po sa new normal, sir, so this is it. Talagang nakakapanibago pero go lang ng go. Education must continue po.
Yes, pwede nyo ba akong samahan na bigkasin natin, sundan nyo po ako sa aking sasabihin. Sama-sama.
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 Sa pagsulong.
Sa pagsulong.
Ng edukalidad.
Ng edukalidad.
Mabuhay Panabo City Division.
Mabuhay
Panabo City Division.
Thank you so much, of course, because I let you say that one in front of our teacher participants, because now, at this point, we will be singing our community song entitled Tagumpay Nating Lahat, na iaawitin po sa atin yan ni Christian Rivamonte. Sir Tay?
sa buong kapuluan. Ibigay ko ang hiwaga ng salamat at saan mang bayan o lungsod, maging Pino, Hilaga at Kanluran, ang Pilipino ay namumukod. Sama-sama nating abutin pinakamatayog na bituin, at ang ating tagumpay, tagumpay ng aking lahi, tagumpay ng aking lipi, ang tanging minimithi at hinahangad. Hangad ko'y tagumpay nating lahat. Ako ay may isang munting pangarap sa aking dakilang lupain, at sa sama-sama nating pagsisikap, sama-sama ring mararating ang iba't ibang galaw, isang patutunguhan. Dito isang araw, isang kapuluan. Sama-sama nating abutin pinakamatayong na bituin, at ang aking tagumpay, tagumpay ng aking lahi, tagumpay ng aking lipi, ang tanging minimithi at hinahangad. Hangad ko'y tagumpay nating lahat. Hangad ko'y tagumpay nating lahat.
Wow! Thank you so much, Ma'am Christy Ann Cordova Revamonte Cordova. Thank you so much. Ayan po, yan po ang pride, isa sa pride ng Panabo City dahil nga po siya po ay pumapangalawa during our Teachers Got Talent during 2018 doon po sa Cagayan de Oro City. Thank you so much po sa iyo, Ma'am Christy, sa pagbabahagi po ng iyong talento. Of course, yung inawit po ni Ma'am Christy na tagumpay po nating lahat. Hindi po natin ito magagawang magtagumpay kung hindi po tayo magsasama-sama sa pagkamit po nung ating pinakabimithi na makapagbigay ng yun nga po, quality education for all our learners across Panabo City and across the nation as well. So with that, of course, yun nga sabi nila, by being together, we can always make a difference. Okay? So thank you so much once again sa nagbigay po sa atin ng pledge of commitment sa umawit po ng ating community song. And now, let us welcome our ever beautiful and dynamic, our virtual guru. Let us all welcome on screen to give us her closing remarks. Let us welcome Dr. Rebecca Casas Sagot. Hi, Ma'am Kay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon and hep hep hooray for all of us.
Hep hep hooray!
Mabuhay tayong lahat. And an afternoon greetings once again to our school's division superintendent, Sir Ray Solitario, and also to the chief of the Curriculum Learning Management Division of our regional office, Dr. Janet Veloso, who was with us just a while back. Our chiefs of the SGOD and the CID, Dr. Januario Yamuta and Dr. Eileen Anunueva, and all the team under them, the education program supervisors, the public schools district supervisors, and all those part of the school governance and operations division, as well as all the school heads, present, and the teacher trainers, plus all the teachers watching us right now live via Facebook and via YouTube channel. A pleasant afternoon once again for all of us. Finally, another journey has ended and another journey has to begin. We succeed in this undertaking basically because we dare, we experience, we hurdle the challenges. And even though this pandemic has pushed us to move to the edge of our comfort zones, as SDS Solitario has mentioned a while back, gladly that we embrace the change it has brought to us. And also, we play the game and we start adapting this change. And now we are in this courage zone more. Uh, we are in this courage zone braver and then bolder. Truly, this learning journey of us, as we start planning and as we start discussing and as we start getting into the world of the new learning management system, which the Department of Education in general and the Division of Panabo City in particular shall be adopting, uh, this isn't at all an easy journey. Our patience has been tested for so many times, especially when the internet is not cooperating. Our stamina has been tested because we've spent a lot of sleepless and sleepy nights doing our tasks, especially for the teachers, just to be able to gain a certificate, which is drawn from an output based webinar. And then we also have overlapping tasks, overlapping webinars here and there. Sometimes we have our laptop on the side, another mobile on the left side, another iPad on at the front side, and all of these are conducting webinars that sometimes they come simultaneously, and we've got to test our ability to prioritize which to take first, the second, the next, and then all end up victorious and coming up all with outputs and even gaining the certificates. And that's worth congratulating for all our trainers and also our teachers. So, as I have said, the journey is not at all easy. However, even if this journey isn't at all easy, yet every difficult situation we've been to uh, has turned out to be fulfilling, rewarding, and above all, amazingly fun. And thus, it calls for a celebration because the the process that we've been through, especially on focusing to learn more so that we can teach our learners better. We can have that pedagogy be practice better teaching the young as well as our andragogy skills teaching the adults, because when we are teachers we also teach our co-teachers and we never stop teaching our colleagues so that all of our colleagues will learn. That's andragogy. We focus our teaching to the adults, teaching the parents for them to be able to teach their kids at home. Utagogy. What is this utagogy about? This is teaching the determination on how, or teaching how to learn, or teaching how to learn and how to be determined about learning. So nadagdagan na yung pedagogy, andragogy, at meron na tayong utagogy. So, we start now to understand what is the new learning management system because we experience it, because we try to our best to dwell into this kind of world. And because we experience it, we live it, and hopefully we learn how to love this kind of world we are in now, and then appreciate what is in here, and then give the fullest of our potential and ability towards overcoming challenges, especially in this kind of world we are in against all odds. So, being part of the leadership caravan of DEPA Division of Panabo City, and on and in behalf of our schools division superintendent and all the power team in the division office, our warmest congratulations and our grandest salute to all the trainers, above all, the teachers who will making this journey even livelier and amazingly fun comes August 24 and onwards. So, to one and all, let us celebrate the rewards that these experiences have made us and shall be making more about us. And whatever success we will have, be great or small, let's celebrate them. So, if you have with you a glass of water, or you have a goblet of juice or a wine with you, you can have them raised as we all cheers to all Panabo Division success in the rollout of the learning management system. So cheers to all of us. If you do not have the glass or the goblet of wine or juice, then you can perhaps do your love sign or do your peace sign or do your thumbs up right at your respective homes as we all say cheers to our success and to the success that will be coming forth on all of us. So once again, let us all give each other our warmest hug. Virtual hug po tayo mga kaibigan. Virtual hug and a flying kiss, a virtual kiss to everyone for the success of this rollout learning management system in our division. And once again, my salute and congratulations to one and all. Good afternoon, and for all that has been and will be, gratitude shall always be the memory of our hearts. Mabuhay tayong lahat.
Wow, thank you so much, Ma'am Kay. Mabuhay din po kayo at mabuhay din po ang lahat ng ating mga teacher participants. Ayan, thank you so much, Ma'am Kay. Napakaganda po na inyong sinabi at saka talagang meron pang ano yun pa-cheers. Yun nga lang, Ma'am, hindi ako makaalis-alis sa akin pwesto ngayon kasi
So, ganyan na lang sa'yo.
gano'n na
So,
lang ako. Kanina
gumagano
actually
na
habang
lang.
nasa backstage ako, gano'n kami ng gano'n. Tsaka ito, ay teka, yan na. Ito, love.
Yan,
And
okay.
bye, kiss. Thank you, Ma'am Kay. Salamat po. Ingat po kayo dyan and God bless po. Okay, so ayan. Hindi pa po dyan. May pahabol pa. Of course, nagbigay na po ng para sa pagtatapos ng sesyon na yon. Ano po? Iniisa-isa po namin binibigay sa inyo ang mga links para po hindi kayo malito. Sa punto pong ito, ibibigay po namin sa inyo ang ating evaluation link po. Yan. Diyan po kayo mag-evaluate naman ngayon. So while you are having our evaluation, would like to call on screen our CID chief para po sa mahalagang announcement, mahalagang updates na para po natin gagawin sa susunod pang mga araw. Okay po? So Sir John, good afternoon po sa iyo.
Good afternoon, June. Before the reminders, June, I would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all our technical working group, our training manager, to our trainers, to our school heads, instructional supervisors who spearhead their grade level, and of course to our schools division superintendent, si Ray, and to our assistant schools division superintendent, Ma'am Renica. To all the school heads, maayong hapon sa tanan. Just a reminder lang, because we received a regional memo, a number, asking us to submit our training exemplars, if possible, to our all teachers, participants, to our teachers, please submit your teaching exemplars as an output of our LMS rollout to our respective program supervisors, because we would like to see if these teaching exemplars pass through with the content, the technicalities, before we will pass it to our LR supervisors for the uploading of this item or this teaching exemplar to our regional office. So, if possible, after our webinar, you may do submit your teaching exemplar as an output of our division rollout. Because without your output, you cannot receive your e-certificate of completion. You will receive your certificate of attendance, but your certificate of completion will depend upon the submission of your teaching exemplars because we are badly needed this one for our regional office, no, to have this LMS or to have these teaching exemplars in our LMS. And I hope you can probably submit tomorrow or in the on Monday so that we can have our teaching exemplars from grade kinder up to senior high school. That's all, John. Thank you. Labaw na sa mga John. Salamat kayo, John, for your perseverance, no? Walang sawang pagsisilbi para sa bata, para sa bayan. Salamat na marami, John, and congratulations kung wala ka, nahihirapan talaga ang Panabo City Division. Thank you so much from the bottom of our hearts. Thank you so much. Marami pong salamat yung mga people behind the camera, behind the stage. Marami pong salamat.
Yes po. Thank you so much, sir. And we are deeply humbled po for that message of thanks to us. And of course, we are just doing our job. This is not actually for us alone, but of course, this is for the betterment of our delivery in education for our children, for our learners across Panabo City. Thank you so much, Sir Jan. Ayan po. So, ayun. Nasabi nga po ni Sir Jan Wario kanina, Sir Jan, samahan niyo lang po muna ako. Nasabi
Sige,
nga po ni
John.
Sir Jan,
Yes.
nasabi nga po ni Sir Jan na magsusumiti po kayo ng inyong output sa lesson exemplar kasi po kakailanganin yan. So ipa-flash ko muli sa screen. Diyan po kayo magsasubmit ng inyong lesson exemplar para po ma-receive ng ating management at saka ma-check po ready for submission or uploading doon po sa ating LR sa region. Kasi po ito ay bayanihan. Bayanihan po ito ng buong Panabo City Division para po sa buong Region 11. Ano po? And of course, yung katami link po natin, andyan sa baba ng yung mga screen, huwag niyo pong kalimutan dahil basis din po yan ng inyong pagtanggap ng certificate. Dalawa po ang certificate na matatanggap ninyo at mamaya in a while i-announce ko po kung ano po yung mga certificate na yon. Sir John, i-announce na lang din po natin in advance para po sa ating mga kaguruan sa both in English and Filipino. Next week po, magsisimula po ang ating regional training on literacy instruction. Ayan po. Lahat po ng English at saka Filipino teachers from kindergarten, tama po ba sir? Kindergarten up to senior high school should participate on that 5-day webinar for literacy instruction.
Including the ALS instructional manager, John, kasali sila sa nasabing webinar from July 27 up to 31. Kasama yung mga ALS teachers natin. They are part of
and
that
also
webinar.
with the SPED, sir, di ba? I think the SPED
kasama
also
din yung
included.
SPED teachers.
Ayun. So,
don't forget. Next week na naman, another webinar.
Another webinar. Thank you. Ayun. So, Sir John, bakit nga po ba natin binitin ang ating attendance? Ito po yung magandang balita. Ngayon po, ilalabas na namin ang attendance link. Once you submitted your attendance, automatically you will receive your e-certificate of attendance for the 3-day webinar. But the certificate of completion will only be given to you. You will receive that one via email once you will submit your lesson exemplar It
Yes,
will be
dear.
screened. Opo, screened yan. At saka, mabibigyan kayo ng certificate. So, Sir John, wag na natin patagalin. Ito na po ang attendance link para makatanggap kayo ng ating Certificate of Attendance.
Yeah.
Ayan. Yan po ang ating attendance link for this PM activity. At ito po ang panghuling talako ninyo ng attendance. Pero Sir John, meron pa yung sorpresa kasi po
Yes.
kahit na hindi na natin mababanggit yung pangalan ng top 5 sa bawat
Yes.
grade level, sa bawat subject area, ay sigurado pong madidetermine pa rin yan ng ating screening committee sa attendance ng ating
Yes.
secretariat. At yun po, makaka-receive pa rin po kayo ng special certificate as certified watch implementer.
Very
Ayan
good,
po.
John. Very good.
Yes! At of course, hindi lamang po sir ang ating teacher participant. Sigurado ako ang ating mga school heads ay nag-aabang na rin sa kanilang link. Ito po ang link para sa ating school heads. Ayun. Yan, sa lahat ng school heads, take your attendance na po at saka makaka-receive kayo again ng ating electronic certificate of attendance. Ayan, 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 ayan. Okay, so Sir John, bago tayo tuluyan talagang magpaalam, ano po, meron pa kasi isang presentation. Ito po ay acknowledgement na bahagi at iprepresenta ko po ito na sa atin with our, of course, with our controller, Sir Tai. Simulan na po natin while we are posting po the attendance for the ano. Ayan. Okay. Go, Sir Tai. Ayan. Thank you so much. We would like to acknowledge, of course, our Executive Management Committee headed by our SDS Reynante A. Solitario sa SO6. Thank you so much also to Sir Tai. Of course, to our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Dr. Rebecca Casa Sagot. Thank you, thank you. Moving on, we have our CID Chief, Sir Januario Iyamota. Thank you so much, sir. And thank you so much, of course, to our SGOD Chief, Dr. Island V. Nuevo. Moving on, we have another from our Executive Management Committee. We have our Division Legal Officer, Attorney Analinda Comos, Head of the Administrative Services Division, Raul E. Gacos, Head of Finance Division, Glenn S. Separes, CPA Sese, Head of Human Resource Division, Leo Carlo Magno, and our Commission on Audit, Jacinta Fernandez. Thank you so much po sa inyo. And of course, to our Support Management Committee, we have our all education program supervisors and all public school district supervisors. Thank you po. And of course, we would like to thank our training management, of course, headed by our training director, Sir Januario Yamota. For our Katame, we have Ma'am Eileen, and of course, our education program supervisor, Sir Aaron Marhayoma. And for our training manager, Sir Michael Diazes. For our assistant training manager, Dr. Giovanni Aguilar. For the overall technical in charge, our controller at the same time, our StreamYard director, DITO, Sir Tyron Dohali, and my co-host for the plenary, of course, also one of our trainers, Sir Brian J. Thank you so much also to our technical support in the kindergarten with the trainer and instructional supervisor. Of course, we have Sir Randy A. Duenas, Rosalind Labor, Pevilia, Maricel Uniforme, Jelly Rose De Gelmo, and with our PSDS, Joylyn B. Martinez. For grade 1, we have Mary Grace Malacosa, Nancy C. Sahol, Melissa Marquez, Maria Frances Joy Maambong, and our PSDS in charge, Mary Ann Revilla. For grade 2, we have Cheryl and Camilio, George Mosqueda, May Ann Grado, Edmar Warain with PSDS, Los Minda Dulay. And of course, thank you so much for grade 3. We have Alexis Kayamba, Cherry May Ramos, Caroline Masamok, Myla Bergonia with PSDS, Dr. Maria Nidita G. Tuazon. For grade 4, Rina Norma Kilia, Edgardo Amugas III, Maria Rosario Bologna, John Santillan, and with PSDS, Marisa Manginsan. Thank you so much. For grade 5, we have Juner Cruda, Jezreel Tasik, Jocelyn Pakpakin, Cheryl Gabatilia with PSDS, Estrella Maputol. For grade 6, Angelito J. Katakutan, Roosevelt Tulayan, Marie Lumiere, Elizabeth Bacalso with PSDS, Reynaldo Diocampo. For SLED, we have Ruel Apillanes, Vivian Raya, Melanie P. Abarrientos, Ruel Apillanes with EPS, Jaime Carlom. Thank you, thank you. Moving on, for our English, we have Harvey Pamor, Jesse Tagaro, Charlemagne Asiron, Roby C. Montajes with EPS, Maria Perpetua Angelita G. Suelto. For Filipino, Christopher Gonzalez and Jonelyn Toreno with Arcel Garcasan, Cheryl Rolona, Lovely Joy Macasling with Education Program Supervisor Peter Mijares. For mathematics, we have Arvin Gara, Bless Joyce Lagare, Nalifer Palma, Ralph Pigpit, with Education Program Supervisor Carmen Sita J. De Guzman. For science, Junard Piliona, LBC Cabillar, Alfredo Madria, Vincent Christopher B. De Asis, and of course, our Education Program Supervisor in charge, Hilia Pueblo. Thank you so much also to our ESP. We have Melanie M. Mosico, Maria Fete Balatero, Jazel Vergara, Emily Enfiesco, with EPS, Maria Gemma Vergara. For Aral Pan, we have John Villapuerte, Avelino II Kakilgan, Jennifer Harabay, Ivan Makumot, with EPS, Marisa Hayoma. For TLE, Ramil Langgamon and Alona Ambasan, Sezen Pakulangan, Alexandra Indrina with EPS, Carlos C. Bentayo. For MAPE, we have Giliusar Villarente, Paul S. Galagala, Christian Rivamonte, Chelsea Grace Rivas, Melketh Gonzalez, with EPS, Apolinario Macapulos. Thank you so much sa inyo po. And of course, for grade 11 and grade 12, we have Janet M. Garcia, Mark Ian Manio, Jovelyn May Aguirre, Laureto Camillo, Brian J. Payot with PSDS Avelino Bitang and PSDS Antonio Pasquito Jr. Thank you. And of course, sa lahat po ng school heads ng district, Panabo Central District headed by Dr. Rosemary Patriarca at sa lahat po ng teacher participants in all levels of elementary and PCD. For Panabo North District headed by President Alfredo Ogi Jr. and sa lahat po ng school heads, maraming salamat. At sa lahat po ng elementary teacher participants in all levels. Para naman po sa Panabo South District 1, thank you so much sa lahat ng school heads headed by Sir, please bring back muna, hindi ko nabasa. Ayan. Sa Panabo South District 1, we have Sir Celestino Rivamonte Jr., elementary teacher participants in all levels. And for Panabo South District 2, headed by Ruel B. Ramos, and with elementary teacher participants, thank you so much also to our PESPA President, Sir Julius I. Suelto, and to our PASHA President and all secondary school heads. Thank you so much. And to all teacher participants in the secondary level, maraming salamat po. Of course, moving on, thank you so much to our RPI resource speakers. We have Ma'am Maria Perpetua Angelita Suelto, Ma'am Sheila Rose Amodia, Jerica Alco Dumalayos, and Ma'am Johanna May Sichon. And for our BI Filipino, we have Sir Peter Mijares, Sherilyn Balbacal, Brian Bangkil, and Dave Lag Ramos. Thank you so much. And of course, a special thanks to our guest of the day. For day 1, we have Dr. Evelyn Arfit Alvero Sasupor, our regional director. Thank you so much, madam. For our day 2, thank you so much to our assistant regional director, Dr. Maria Ines C. Asuncion, Saso 5. And of course, kanina lamang po nakasama natin, fresh na natin nakasama kanina, our Chief Education Supervisor in the Curriculum and Learning Management Division, Dr. Janet G. Veloso. Thank you so much po sa inyong lahat at sa lahat po ng nakasama namin mula sa recap, sa pagbibigay po ng lahat-lahat ng inyong oras at panahon sa amin. Of course, maraming salamat. To God be all the glory and honor. Ayan. Thank you so much, Sir Tyrone. Okay? Of course, para tapusin po ang ating session na ito, nagpasalamat na po tayo at lahat. Nagawa na po natin ang lahat. Ngayon po sa puntong ito ay mananalangin na po tayo bilang huling bahagi ng ating sesyon sa araw o sa hapong ito. Inaanyayahan ko po ang lahat na manalangin sa inyong mga kanya-kanyang screens. Tumahimik lamang po kayo at sumabay po kayo sa amin sa pamamagitan po ng pagpikit ng inyong mga mata at pakikinig po sa amin. Okay po, mananalangin na po tayo. Panginoon na aming Diyos, maraming salamat sa tagumpay na ipinagkaloob mo po sa amin. Ibinabalik po namin sa iyo ang ibayong kaluwalhatian at kapurihan, sapagkat marapat lamang po ito sa banal mong pangalan. Dakilang Ama, wala po kaming aangkining anumang kapurihan. Sapat na po, dakilang Diyos, ang masiyahan ng aming puso't isipan. Makabahagi kami sa ganitong mga pagkakataon. Maipagkaloob namin ang kaalaman at karunungang ipinagkaloob mo din sa amin. Maibahagi namin ito sa aming mga kabataan. Maraming salamat po. Ginawa mong matagumpay ang 3 araw na webinar na ito. Salamat po sa lahat ng mga nanguna sa amin mula po sa aming SDS, papunta na po sa lahat ng school heads at sa lahat po ng mga teacher participants na kasama namin sa webinar na ito. Salamat po sa pag-iingat mo sa aming hiram na buhay at lakas, at maawa kang patuloy mo itong ipabaon sa amin upang itong magsisilbi po naming gabay, inspirasyon sa patuloy pang pagtupad ng aming mga tungkulin. Maawa ka rin pong ibiyaya mo sa aming buong sambahayan ang mga pagpapalat biyayang kailangan upang wala pong maging hadlang sa pagtupad po ng aming mga gampanin. Ikaw na pong bahalang magpala sa bawat isa sa amin at sa buong panahon pa ng aming paggawa, ganun din po sa katuparan namin ng lahat ng aming natutunan. Ikaw nawa ang magiging gabay at patnubay namin. Ipabaon mo lagi ang banal mong Espiritu Santo upang ito ang magsisilbi naming gabay sa patuloy ng mga paglilingkod, higit sa lahat sa pagpupuri sa banal mong pangalan. Maawa ka rin pong patawarin kami sa lahat ng nagawa naming pagkukulang at kasalanan, sa tanging pangalan at karapatan ng Panginoong Hesus, dakila po naming tagapagligtas. Amen. Maraming salamat po. Once again, this is Mr. June Aguilon of Panabo City Senior High School na nagsasabi po sa inyo na ingat po kayo at pagpalain tayong lahat ng Panginoong Diyos. At again po, wag po kayong makalimot sa lahat po ng inyong links na dapat pasukan upang kayo ay makatanggap ng ating certificate. And of course, yung certificate of completion ninyo ay once na naisumiti na po ninyo ang ating lesson exemplar na hinihiling po sa inyo ng ating training management. Ano po? Okay, bilang panapos, tayo po ay magbibigay pugay sa ating pambansang watawat. Thank you so much po. Ayan, tapos na po tayo. At again, wag niyo pong kalimutang mag-subscribe sa ating mga social media accounts ng ating DepEd Panabo City. Yan po ang Facebook page ng Panabo City and of course, ang ating YouTube channel. Thank you so much po. At ngayon po, magsisimula na po tayo ng countdown. Maaari ko bang makasama on screen ang lahat pa po ng available na andito? Sir Nante, andyan pa po si Sir. Ayan, Sir Ray, Ma'am Helia. Ayan, Sir Neil. Ayan po, Sir Ray. Ayan. Of course, Sir Tan. Andito pa din po si Ma'am, Ma'am
Pakita si Sir
Janet.
Tay, pakita si Sir Tay.
Oo,
Pakita si
sir.
Sir Tay.
Sir, what daw siya camera?
Uy.
Ayan, picture natin.
Ayan, ang information
Yun.
officer may camera. Wala sa damit.
Wala kay camera.
Okay, sige sir. Samahan niyo po ako sa magbibilang at pagpapaalam yung ating signature. Bye-bye. Of course, Sir Tay, ready ang ating exit infographics. Ayan, Sir Nante.
Thank you. Maraming salamat, Sir Ray, for the support.
Thank you, thank you.
Congrats sa lahat. Congratulations.
Sige po, magka-countdown po tayo para tuluyan po tayo magpaalam sa himpapawid. And 5,
4,
4, 3,
3,
2,
2,
1. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone.
Innovation, integration, industry-based learning, inspiration. This is the division of Panabo City, the forefront of eradicating illiteracy.